Yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? How you guys doing today? My name's Adamoose, and today we're covering our second Worlds game, and it's going to be TES, Top Esports, versus DRX. So, TES is the number one Chinese team, number one team from the LPL, and DRX is the number 2 seed from Korea. So, I think this was a really good, just an example of how to play a weak side top lane. So, we're going to be obviously covering the whole game and talking about the flow of the game, but we're really going to be focused on this Renekton. How usually Renekton, people see him as a strong side top laner, which means you're going to have prio, you're going to be pushing, trying to turret dive, and just have pressure in general. So that's strong side. But in this game, he's actually versus a Quinn, and you're going to see how to exactly play out this lane, this weak side lane, so well, so beautifully well. And yeah, let's get right into the game so we can talk about it more. Alright, so hopping right into the game. Right away, press the attack for both top laners. This is quite standard. Just the best single target damage. Renekton, sometimes you can take Conquer. Conquer is better in team fights and longer extended trades, but press the attack. With Renekton's W, it's very powerful. But you're going to see that TES knows exactly how to play around this matchup. And I really think that they're like one of the... I think they're the contender to be the champion. The number 1 contender. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, I saw the game already, so I know what happens, but it's really, really interesting to see what they do. Knight is on Nocturne mid with Electrocute. So this Nocturne is going to cause Quinn a lot of problems later. And you'll see how 369 plays it to make sure that that happens. Both junglers soloing their reds. Jackie Love is so good. In my opinion, it's the best ADC in Worlds. I know a lot of people say Ruler, but personally, I think the Chinese AD carries, just harder competition. And I think Jackie Love is the best one. So here I really want to look at top lane. So even though we can't see the first person view, Quinn is pushing that in. She's trying to harass down Renekton, which is working. And also the exact same thing with his TF. So there's 2 ranged matchups into melee matchups. So if the melee matchup can't all in, so you'll see he's just getting poked out. Quinn's at 100% HP. And this is also a very known counter for Renekton. Quinn with cleanse. Because even if you dash on her, she still has cleanse for your W. So you're basically useless. Karsa's just going to play away from this Renekton. He already knows that it's doomed, pretty much. And Pioshik is going to do the exact opposite, and he's going to play towards topside. Some trading bot lane. Deft is on Draven, so this lane, this pick I think is really bad. Let me explain why. So they picked Draven, which is a champion which requires resources to be played around, because obviously you want to cash in, but they're going to play towards topside. They have this Quinn, they want to make sure that Quinn completely takes Renekton out of the game. So some scary trades, but TS's bot lane is just so good. If this lane goes even, which Jackie Love is just 10 CS up somehow, which that's unacceptable from Def, to be honest. Just 80 gap. So check out top here. Renekton TP'd back, but he made a big mistake. This is the big mistake that 369 made, was he tried trading on this Quinn. But now he has no TP, and there's a Lee Sin topside. So he dodges the Q, but Pioshik does pick him off with the flash, and now he's pretty screwed. Like, if this is you in solo queue, you're down already 10 CS, you have no TP, no flash against a Quinn as Renekton. That is not good. So you're probably asking, why did I choose this replay? To see exactly what he does from this point. Because I think it's just so, it's pretty simple, honestly, but so effective. Where Quinn barely has no counterplay. So Quinn has basically a 15 CS lead, maybe a little bit less if he gets some minions there. But look at the CS bot lane. Nidalee this whole time was just playing bot, right? Even though this is just a 2v2 lane win from TES, they're just winning 2v2. Karsa's also playing towards bot side to make sure that nothing can happen here. And also just farming up on the Nidalee. He's a little bit ahead in CS, but Lee Sin does have the kill. Chovy's up in CS. If you guys don't know Chovy, he is literally always up in CS. Like, this guy's a farming machine. It's actually absurd. I don't think I've ever seen Chovy down in CS. That's a pretty impressive thing, being in the LCK with some really, really good mid laners. So Doran here. We're going to take a look at the CS now. He's about 10 CS down. But this is really not that big of a deal. Like, if Quinn can get some roams when she's level 6, then it's a problem. Because she wins 1v1 against Renekton. The weird thing is that Renekton has pressure. They're going on Yanja here. Not going to get anything. And the rest of their team is... So what's interesting is they have this Renekton and Nocturne combination. So now Knight is level 6. And keep that in mind, because every time this Quinn pushes up now, there's a Nocturne level 6. And even though there's a TF to match it, this Quinn could easily get just CC chained. CC into cleanse into CC from Nocturne. Or the other way around. So look at Knight. And now how 369 plays the lane is just beautiful. Pioshik is taking Dragon because they have Prio in every lane except bot lane. Well, they have Prio in bot lane right now, actually. But they're just down CS. If you guys don't know, Prio just means you're the first one to move if a fight were to break out. Here, they're going on Chovy. I think Knight had a kind of questionable game this game. He flashes over. That was good from Karsa. Burns the exhaust from Chovy with the spellbook. I think Knight got way too... he seems anxious. Flashing over that wall for the TF, who has a catalyst already. With exhaust also. Definitely just take the flash there, but it's all good. Bot lane domination continues. Jackie Love is just an absolute beast, and this Senna is just infinite scaling, pretty much. So it's pretty interesting now. If you look at the map from this state, Lee Sin is recalling. I thought Lee Sin was going to gank top, but Lee Sin is recalling. Bot lane has stacked up a pretty big wave, so they're trying to deny more CS from their bot lane. Karsa's here to support. They're just trying to defend against this TF. That's what it looks like topside. And I have no idea what's happening in this bot lane, but they're 20 CS down right now and losing turret plates to Senna as Draven. That is not what you want. Here's Doran poking 369. Pioshik, now he's topside. He's going for the Herald, it looks like, or he's looking to make a play. Catch Knight. Well done. He knew exactly what was going to happen. And he's just trying to give it to Chovy. Oh, guess not. So I take the kill there. Really well played. This is a pretty clean play by Karsa. Boom. Snipes it. And that's actually pretty important. Because they get vision around the Herald as well. You can see Karsa's down 2 camps, but he's still in the game. Nidalee also scales better than Lee Sin because you can just heal your team. She's just a better overall late game champ. They get the Herald, DRX. They're trying to disengage. The flash by Karsa following. And that's a really nice play. Really nice punish. They get the Herald, but TES gets a kill. And they also get the Raptor. That's a kill on Jackie Love as well. Keep in mind that every kill that goes on Lee Sin is like semi-important, whereas getting a kill on Senna is infinite scaling. Senna's like one of my least favorite champions, to be honest, just in general, the design. You can just forever get more and more OP. Like, I get some champs are like that, like Nasus, but Senna's the upgrade that she gets is just really, really oppressive because of the attack range. But that being said, this is exactly the comfort zone for TES. They have Jackie Love scaling up. Who cares if your Renekton is behind? First item buy. He also has amazing item buys this game. 369. Ninja Tabbies. There's a Lee Sin. There's a Draven. There's a Quinn. Even TF does a ton of auto attacks. And it negates some of his E damage as well because it's considered a basic attack. Just an amazing buy. TS here is looking for control around the dragon. 40 seconds, so let's see what they do here. They set up vision bot side. Looks like they want to make a play bot. They're 4-man here. They're kind of baiting DRX. Yep. And they fell for the bait. Karsa's coming around. And Deft is just a sitting duck. Even 369 is here. He doesn't give a damn about his lane. This is the most team play Renekton that I've seen. Besides taking that kill. But hey, for that TP, he earned it. Keep in mind though that DRX is getting a lot on the other side of the map. So Chovy's getting plates. That's Knight's TP. They're also getting first tower top with Herald. So DRX is playing really, really well with what they have. So right now they have about a 3k gold lead, which is pretty big at 12 minutes. It's actually very, very big, especially Chovy's CS lead. He has a 30 CS lead, which is massive. But look at Jackie Love's score. Look at Jackie Love's score. That is not something you want to see as a 0-1 Draven. And this is just spectacular from 369. Ah, they cut to a replay. But yeah, this is just a fantastic bait. The Nocturne comes in. There's a Nidalee behind. And there's a Renekton TPing in. The Renekton TPing in was even overkill. But take those. It's literally 5-man bot. But this is why I think it's just such a genius move. People pick Renekton, and I find Renekton's a good pick in Worlds. But sometimes they get baited into playing into the Renekton. Look what he's doing right now. He's freezing the top lane right in front of that turret. Their tier 2 turret. So that if Quinn wants to come and bully him, she has to literally come all the way up here. Look at this. He's just waiting. Why push that wave? If you push that wave, all you're doing is opening yourself up for Quinn. If the wave is there, Quinn can get Nocturne ulted at any point. And also Renekton's free to CS, because Quinn is very scared. And it forces Pioshik to waste his time here, playing around the Quinn. Well, he's not wasting his time, he's still keeping up in farm. Pioshik is playing well. I just think TS as a team played around this Renekton deficit, weak side, so well. And just played around this strong bot lane. Knight just has perma clears also. So he just clears and roams. And when he's not seen, people have to play more safe. Quinn has to back off. He just goes back mid, clears with Tiamat, his passive. Nocturne clears waves really, really fast. Karsa getting another scuttle. Karsa's really sick. They also just did not allow this Lee Sin to take over the game. Like, what's Lee gonna do right now? You can't just walk up and start hitting the towers. Total gold. Look at this. DRX just fully in the lead. Maybe I'm a bit biased from actually watching the game, but when you see the team fights, it really does not look like they're in the lead. Like, their comp is just so much worse in a team fight. It's not even close. Especially when Senna just starts powering up. Those heals are so OP. Look at this CS diff. What is it, 20? 25? Close to 25. 201. Absolutely absurd. And I'm just giving TES my favorites for Worlds. I think Damwon shows some really, really good performances, but I want to see them against this kind of style. They're used to the Korean, very slow, calculated. TES, I want them to throw some curveballs at them. Either way, both those teams are just spectacular. Cute little play there. He went and boarded over the wall, and then picked up the Herald, and then jumped to his trinket. And look at this, 369. I don't know if he's freezing, but he's still slow pushing. So technically, I would prefer if you full freeze it. Oh no. So the reason he's not doing that actually is because there's a dragon in 45 seconds. So ideally, he doesn't want Quinn to have first move, which she probably will, either way. But freezing it there is, you could miss out with a lot if you're just chilling there. His TP looks like it's gonna be off cooldown soon. I don't know the exact cooldown. He should have TP for this dragon. He's getting chunked out. But now Doran knows that Nocturne is bot, so he doesn't need to play safe. So that Nocturne pick was so genius. This Quinn can't do anything since she was laning. Look at Jackie Love, just boom. 25% of your HP. Some more souls. And here TS is, they're not stressed. Look at this. They're coming in. They got Nocturne on one side. And they have a Tom Kench. Tom Kench is phenomenal against their team. Karsa steals the dragon. Bit ambitious, 369. And now look at this. Nocturne going in. Isolated, one-shotted. So clean. Tom Kench to protect. And they're just poking, healing. If they're just clumped up as a ball, their team is completely broken. And this Sen is untouched. And look at 369's build. He's doing exactly what he needs to do. I respect this so much. Just, he knows he's never going to be a carry in this game. His champion just does not carry against Draven, Knockback, Thresh, Flay, Gold Card, Kick, even Quinn's Vault. Or is that what it's called? But he's just building tank. Oh, that was 95 HP that I saw. That play by 369 was a bit ambitious, flashing on the TF with Cleanse and Flash. But boom. What do you do as Quinn? This Draven is so useless. But you see what I mean, that this Draven pick, when they're definitely playing around topside, is just, like, you can't play around every lane. Pioshik is not like, maybe if you're playing against worse teams than you can pull that off because all your lanes are just winning. But there's Knight. He goes after. Oh, he's dead. A bit overzealous, but yeah, Doran's still dead though. No cleanse, no flash. Another kill on Jackie Love, and that's just worth again. Kill on Jackie Love, and Pioshik gets a kill on Lee Sin. Which one do you prefer? He has the Ghost Blade and the Mirror Mana. Or is Mirror Mana the upgrade? I forget. He almost has the upgrade, I'm sure. Oh, that flash. And this Renekton Nidalee combo is very deadly. Because Renekton is just a CC bot at this point. It's so good that he built tank. It's definitely a really good lesson for even myself when you're losing in a solo queue game, and you know that you really don't have a chance of ever beating the other laner. So Renekton into Quinn is a perfect example. Maybe if you get super far ahead on Renekton, but if you're behind, what are you supposed to do? And he actually has a level lead right now on Quinn, by the way. He lost like 3 waves with no TP. Now he has a level lead. And also Pioshik was top of the whole game. Literally the whole game. The only time he was bot lane was to take that one dragon. That's Chovy's ult. Chovy monster CS, always #1 in the game. It's a Knight TP. Oh, he's going for Quinn. Quinn cannot play the game against this Nocturne. Oh, he saw you. With the Senna ult. Just so beautiful. Picked off in the side lane. Against a worse team, they would have let this Quinn just snowball out of control. Renekton would have been just clearing the waves and forced to get pushed up, get picked off, but TS just left them no opportunity. Like, sure, you killed this Renekton 2 times, and you got first tower. We have a 3-0 Senna. Item upgraded. Senna, Jaculov has 100% kill participation. Oh, Yanja gets the blue. But yeah, Jaculov, 100% kill participation. I like the itemization on Tom Kench as well. QSS for the TF card or Thresh. That way if you're trying to eat someone, you don't get locked up. Now 369. Looks like he's pushing. He just wants to have more pressure. This makes sense though because he's not laning against Quinn anymore. He's laning against this TF who has a Zanyas and really hard to kill. This TF is so tanky if you look at his build. Def here. Gotta be really careful. I just want to see who Knight chooses to ult next. DRX is trying to force Baron when they go on Dragon. I think this was kind of a bad call. Because... So yeah, they do force TES to get off the Dragon, like real fast. But you'll see, as soon as they go, DRX is like, wait a second. We can't finish this. They have mid prio. They have first move to Dragon again. They should just go top. If they're just going to commit to doing things top. Like, I could see the thought process, but I just don't really agree. He's getting baited by the Gromp. That's a free dragon, and these dragons are so good for their team comp. Just get tankier. There's a Tom Kench, there's a full tank Renekton. Even Nidalee is building resistances. And there's the Senna ult and Nocturne from across the map. They're trying to make a play on 369. Knight lives. 369 is actually unkillable. Beautiful play. Again, imagine he was building a squishy Renekton build there. Blade of the Rune King. How useless would this Renekton be? TS goes on to Baron. I think it's just an absolutely clean game. I did watch the LPL playoffs, but I didn't watch the regular season, so just getting to know these teams more is just really cool. Jaculov is one of my personal favorite players, and I'm really starting to like Karsa as well. Just very controlled, smart style. Always knows which side of the map to play on. Because again, it's a troll also if Nidalee plays around topside this game. Beautiful stun. Saves it until he's under the tower. Yanja. Look at this Senna. Oh my god. Look at this Senna's items. Oh, and look at the gold graph. They finally got the gold lead. But that's what's crazy is that they were in a gold deficit that whole time. It does not feel like... It didn't feel like it 1 second. Even the casters were like hyping up TES the whole time, but they were always behind. Until obviously Baron. Just really good macro, honestly. Knight here is looking real sus though. Definitely overextended. got cocky. Gives a shutdown. And then TES just 369. He's a real man. He's like 4v5. I'm down. Beautiful Pioshik into the Thresh. Wow. Kicked into the Flay. Through like, I think 2 people, 3 people. What a play. When I saw the TP at first, I thought he was going to end, but he's just pushing out bot, which is a smart play. Get as much as you possibly can. Get some towers. Because they're not going to be able to end here. It's only 26 minutes. But still, really, really good comeback play. Knight. I don't think he's actually been like the standout performer so far. It's obviously a small sample size, but 369, Karsa have been really, really outstanding. And Jackie Love, especially this game, was just... It was just ball lane diff, honestly. What a play by Keria. Pioshik has actually looked pretty solid, though. I must say, people were saying that he wasn't good, but he seems pretty good. But when you're against TES, pretty good is not good enough, apparently. Because they are really good. I really like the Senna Tahm Kench combo as well with the heavy CC topside, or I guess it's not heavy CC, but it's very dive heavy solo laners. So they dive in and then Senna shoots over the top. Like, just watch how beautiful these plays are. These fights. Jackie Love's like, yeah, come, fight me. There's a Renekton just sitting on him. And a Tahm Kench. Just a death ball comp. And to be honest, just DRX, their comp, if it gets into a 5v5 fight, doesn't really stand a chance, honestly. Also, this Senna is just God mode. I wonder how many stacks Jackie Love has right now. I really wonder. I really wish that there was Pro View, man. So I could go into the replays. I want to watch the perspective of the players. Like, it's fine. I think it's still cool going over these replays. Just the game itself, but that would be really cool. Look at Jackie Love right here. He does not give a damn. He basically doubles the range of Draven and Quinn. Like, those champs are so useless right now. What is Draven going to do? He's going to walk up to Renekton in Italy and just get literally CC chained into Explosion. He has to auto this Senna for like an hour to kill her. With the Tahm Kench. Healing. Renekton chain CC. Chovy comes in. Let's see the team fight here. But look at this death ball comp. Chovy gets chunked. There's a Senna R. But look how they play so that Jackie Love gets heals on everyone. DRX does get the drag. TS is looking for a fight though. And that hits actually, so it does the damage to Jackie Love. They decide to back off. But I also like the restraint from TS. There's no... What's the point in forcing? They outscale hard. Look at 369's items. He's basically playing supportive Renekton. Which is something I haven't seen, but it makes perfect sense in this game. Looks like both teams are setting up for this Baron. Look at Jackie Love's items. Also look at 369's items. Locket of the Iron Solari on Renekton. That is respect. If you're a Jackie Love right now, you have so much protection from your team. You even have Athenes from the Nidalee. Oh. Chovy instantly flashes. Look at Jackie Love. Look at Jackie Love just... Boom. Chunk. 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 Oh my goodness. Now they decide to engage. 369, he's unkillable. Chunk. Chunk. Oh my. And this Senna is just not fair at this point in the game. Absolutely gross. And that is just GG. That is just how to play weak topside so that your bot lane carries. Look at this. They're just dancing around. Top esports, man. These guys are really sick. Just a pleasure to watch. Just a clinic on it. It never felt like there was one moment where they were getting the top and mid tower. Dracula flashes that. Wow. So clean. Yeah, there was one moment where they're getting the mid and top towers, or some plates at least, where it was looking good for DRX. But they just got hard outscaled. They couldn't break TES at all. It wasn't even close. They couldn't break them. And then they got outscaled in teamfights with the Senna. The Senna with the tank Renekton. Beautiful game. Pioshik looks pretty upset. What a game. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. That was TES and DRX review. Hope you guys enjoyed. And let me know what I can improve. I really like doing these. It's a lot of fun. And I hope you guys are also enjoying Worlds as much as I am. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out, guys.